Hello YouTube, welcome to the channel. Another video for the fans. Week 12, day 1. So yeah, just starting off with ball jump. I like to do these before axle bar clean and push press. So 36 inches, which is 3 feet. I did do 4 foot and 5 foot, but unfortunately the camera went out on me. So 7 feet now, and yeah, managed that. So I went a little bit further, 7 feet 1 inches, and really pleased with this. Both feet landed perfectly, didn't move. So yeah, that's not my best. I think my best is 7 foot 4. So I will be trying to beat that in the coming weeks. That may not seem like a lot to some people. I know some people that can easily do 8 or 9 or even 10 feet from a jump from a standing start, but bear in mind I weigh 313 pounds, and for us bigger guys it's not easy, but it's something I would like to try to get good at, and like I say, it helps me prep for my push press before I do it. So yeah, moving on to the axle bar clean and push press. So just doing these warm-ups now. And if you notice, if you've been following my videos, I've been doing lots of EMOM sets on axle, which is every minute on the minute. But today I'm doing something a little bit different. So normally I do about 4 warm-up sets, but this time I did 5. So I was going to go 100, 115, and then go for the 122, but I felt that I needed a bit more, because I didn't want to jump from 100 to 115 and then 122. I didn't want a 15 jump. I find sometimes with overhead, when it gets heavy, I find if I jump more than 10 kilos, it doesn't usually end well for me. And to be honest, I'd rather do extra warm-up sets, and because I don't want to like jump too high and then it ends up being too much of a shock to me when I get there. So the last warm-up was 117, so that way I know that I've only got to go 5 kilos and then boom, I'm ready to go. So the last time I did 120 kilos for 10 sets every minute on the minute, but today I'm doing every 90 seconds, just for 8 sets, so that's 12 minutes altogether. So this is the 3rd set now, so the weight stays the same for all 8 sets, 122.5 kilos or 270. I wasn't sure about these, but when I did that first set, yeah, it was alright. Once I got going, I found these quite easy actually, so I'm really pleased with this actually. I probably could have gone 125, but I wasn't sure, and I thought I'd play it safe. So the next time that I do these, it will be 125. So I like to do the EMOMs. I'll start with like 20 minutes and then drop down to 15, then 12, then 10. But now I've dropped down to 8 sets now, and I'm doing them every 90 seconds, and those extra 30 seconds rest really do make all the difference. Like I say, this actually wasn't too bad actually, because I'm used to doing every minute on the minute. Now that I'm doing them every 90 seconds, it is a little bit more comfortable. But since I'm going into the higher weight now, I don't really want to like jump too high. I really want to like so here we are, I'm just having some Lucozade in between sets. I like to have bananas and Lucozade just to get some carbs in at the beginning of the workout, and then once the Lucozade is drunk, once the bananas have been eaten, then I just go on to water after that for the rest of the workout. And that water bottle there is 1.5 litres. I try and normally get through 2 of them bottles a day, so 3 litres a day I try and drink. Sometimes I'm successful. So sometimes in a workout I might drink 3 litres of water in one workout. It all depends what the workout is, but I generally get through at least 1 bottle. Plus that's not including the Lucozade that I drink at all. Very big on, especially like if it's a big workout, I try and get my carbs in. So this is the 8th and final set now at 270 pounds, and I was no doubt I was going to get it. Nice and comfortable. All the 8 sets I didn't really struggle too much. So I rested about 2 or 3 minutes. I thought, you know what, I'll go a bit higher. So we're at 127.5 kilos or 281 pounds. So this is just over 20 stone in old money. I knew I was going to get it. I wouldn't try it if there was any doubt and all that. And yeah, it was alright. I was contemplating going higher, but I knew I had these heavy bench sets to do afterwards. So I'll definitely look forward to going higher on the axle the next time that I do it. So if you've been following my videos, you'll know that I like to alternate log and axle. So one week I'll do log, another week I'll do axle. With the log, it's usually just several sets of 2 reps, 6 sets of 2 generally, and then I'll just ramp the weight up. With axle, I like to do my EMOMs or every 90 seconds. It's a good way of getting lots of singles in and practicing that technique of cleaning it and then pressing. So this axle bench press, I like to do these. This is like as an assistance really. So there's not a lot of technique involved with it, it's just a lot of lying on the bench. But I like to keep an axle because it's the same as what I'm pressing overhead, and axle is a little bit harder. So it's just 3 main sets, 10, 8 and 5. Exactly the same as I did the last time I did this, but obviously more weight. I think the last time I finished on 120 for 5, so I thought, okay, we'll go 5 more, 125. Notice that I pause every rep on that last set. Generally, if I'm for the 10 and the 8, I just did touch and go. But for that last set of 5, I paused every rep. If I'm doing 5 or less reps, I'll normally pause every rep unless I've got a reason not to. But for higher reps, 10s and 8s, I'll normally do touch and go. Although, as you can see, I normally will pause the last rep. So, seated axle press behind the neck. Again, still using the axle just to make it harder. For this block though, I've now added back support so I can lift more weight. On the first block that I did these with no back support, and that does make it significantly harder. I mean, using an axle bar is hard enough as it is. So 3 sets of 8, 50 kilos, 60 kilos, and this third and final set 70. To be honest, I wish I'd gone higher because this was quite easy actually. I wish I'd have gone higher. But next time I'll be dropping down to 6s. And I think it's 4 sets of 6 along, so I'll definitely get opportunity to go higher, and I'll be looking forward to doing that. So yeah, this has been a really great session. Really pleased with everything except for this, the rowing machine. So the plan was to do 4 sets of 500 metres, but I only did 3. All trying to do them in 145 or less. First set I managed that, but the second set my feet came loose and I just gave up, and then the third set was just over 2 minutes. So a failure there, so I'll just have to stay with that until I can do it. And then to finish up, dead hangs with a pronated grip. I'm not using any chalk, by the way. Body weight currently 313 pounds, 22 stone 5 for those in old money. 60 seconds. This was to my limit actually, I couldn't have held longer. I think my record is 70 seconds or 75 seconds. Normally I try and leave a few seconds in the tank, but today for some reason I just decided to go all out, and yeah, unfortunately 60 seconds was all I could manage, so I got some nice big calluses on my hands. But yeah, other than the rowing machine, which isn't the end of the world, really great workout, really happy with axle overhead. That wasn't to the limit. Ball jumps are coming on nicely. I'm now in the 7-foot range. Bench press 125.5, that weren't a failure. I probably could have gone a little bit higher there. So yeah, really looking forward to pushing on that. And then finished with the axle press behind the neck, and again 70 for 8 was comfortable. That weren't a failure, so definitely could have gone higher on that. So yeah, really good session. I'm really starting to get into some decent weights now. So yeah, next session will be Sunday, and we'll be doing lower body work starting with box squats. So join me then.